award wage versus 70K plus super versus 80K plus super. Obviously, the more you pay, the worse off your business is in the short term, especially financially speaking. But let's have a look at what that actually looks like in a financial context. Starting with the salary. So a base award salary, absolute bare bones base salary for a full-timer is 65K, inclusive of superannuation. Most people are paying somewhere between 70K plus and 80K plus. I think this needs to change. I think we need to pull back a little bit on these boundaries, and here's why. So a weekly wage, it doesn't look to be substantially different. It's $250 a week, or maybe $450 a week, and over 12 weeks, you start to get some separation. There's $5,000 difference between the two. Let's have a look at its business impact though, and I'll draw your attention here. So let's assume slow-ish start for the average grad, and we take them up to a figure of about 2,500, so about 25 consults by 12 weeks. I think that's a pretty good place for a grad to get to at that point. And in this column here, we've got our gross profit margin. So if we're paying them $1,250, in an ideal world, we want them to be below 50% gross profit. So we want them to be earning us that $2,500 for their $1,250, and then we're reasonably happy with majority of our staff being in that sort of a bracket. And let's graph it out. Let's have a look. Obviously, so this is our optimization threshold at 2,500. The area underneath this graph is all the money we're losing for every week we're below that threshold, or potential money. So that's opportunity cost. And we'll see over the award wage, it's possible to get someone at that 12-week mark to not be costing us too much money beyond 3 months and upwards. Okay, and essentially slot it into our team and not causing us that cash flow stress in particular. Same numbers as we go down to revenue compared to 70K plus super, we obviously see the separation from those two. So the difference is getting larger. And when we get to 80K, we're probably seeing a threshold where this person might not actually make it to that line, even over double, triple, even if not by the end of the year. So there's a fair bit of de-optimization happening under those things. And obviously, depending on your clinic, depending on your fees, that's going to change things. If you are really, really super busy and they're just going to be pumped with new patients, you might find that these lines come up. Whether that's ideal for the grad starting out to be under that kind of pressure and your expectations for them to really hit those numbers, which is a reality, is a different story. But the results based on these three approaches, I'll just chuck these up here. So in real terms, paying an award salary for the first 3 months, you'll find that you've made potentially $5,000 profit from that person. Paying 80K plus super to someone in their first 3 months, you have lost $300. And that's not including any of the clients that they've taken on or lost or whatnot. That's not including any of your training and the time you attribute to them. So I think that that's a really difficult strategy to get to a point where you're financially sound with it. I think personally, we can probably all be a little bit more conservative with how we go about this to protect our business profits. Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate your time here and would love to have you jump across into my Facebook group, Purpose Driven Practices. That's where I'll share a lot of my content and insights. And upcoming will be my course Profits, which I'm super excited to launch and hopefully we'll have ready for you very, very soon.